Hey, what's up guys, man? I bought this boat a while back. Actually this winter. I just went and bought a trailer. We're gonna add a Mercury engine to it outboard. And we're gonna deck it out somewhere with a flat platform where I can put some storage in the front a little bit. We're gonna add a trolling motor, so we're gonna deck it out. A little how-to as to how I'm gonna do this. Jon Boat modification, so I can go into those shallow creeks and small lakes where my bass boat probably isn't best to go to. I won't mind beating this bad boat. Small project. Hell, I might sell it. If I don't use it much, I can go duck hunting with it too. So yeah, let's go. Let's get to it. I gotta fix that flat tire too. Alright, so we just added this little 25 horse Mercury engine I got from my buddy Paul at Top Gun for a really good deal. He revamped it, put an impeller on it, and add a little gas tank to this. And I gotta think about where I'm gonna be sitting. I would be sitting here when I want to control the boat. So on the other side I'll be putting batteries, and those batteries are for my trolling motor, so we're gonna have to run wires too as well for the trolling motor. Those are things I gotta think about as to where I'm gonna put what. And yeah, I think I'm gonna set up my batteries back here so it's even. So like this, when I'm at the front of the boat, the batteries are weighing it down with the engine and the boat's not coming up like this. So those are all things you gotta think about. So yeah, let's add the gas tank to this. All right, we just hooked up the gas to it. There's a few things I could do, but I do want to resell that boat eventually. But I could cut a hole through the seat here and put a latch, and I could put my batteries and this under the seat to minimize, you know, clutter and storage space. Because you already see I got my gas tank here. My batteries are probably going to come here. I could probably put my batteries there as well and put this here. Have my batteries come in here. We're gonna fire this bad boy up. See if how she's running. Don't want to run it too long and kill that impeller in there, but it smells like a good old two-stroke engine. Wicked, wicked. So that's plugged in. Now I have to visualize how I'm going to put my trolling motor on there, how I'm going to run my cables to it as well. So I got to think about this. All right, so I'm measuring two things. I'm measuring, so the way I'm going to brace this, but also measuring the length of the cable I'm going to use. Now, when you're installing a trolling motor, it's very, very, very important that you're using the right gauge electrical wire. In this case, it's 8 gauge. It's also written on the trolling motor. Don't downsize. So the smaller the number on the gauges, the bigger the wire. So this is 8 gauge. If I was to go to 6 gauge, it would be bigger. So this is 8 gauge wire. If you're going into a smaller size diameter electrical wire, your wires are going to heat up a lot. They're going to burn. You're going to have shorts. So we want to at least match or even go bigger. 6 gauge wire would be best. In this case, I'm not going to be on the trolling motor a lot when I'm fishing in this boat, so we're going to match it with 8 gauge wire. So I'm just going to measure how long of a wire I'm going to need, and I'm going to go purchase this. So we're just going to measure here. You know, always want more length than you need. So 10, yeah, we're going to go 11 feet. I'm going to add an extra feet because it's a 24 volt trolling motor system. I need 2 batteries, and those 2 batteries I'm going to need to run them in series, which we're going to show you. So I'm adding an extra feet because I'm going to need extra cables. So we need 11 feet. We're going to need actually 22 feet of electrical wire because it's 2 wires. You got to buy those wires separately. So 22 feet of electrical wire. We're going to go buy this, let the rain fall. Raining a little bit, but instead of measuring properly, I'm going to take my black pin here and just run it down under like this. See here, now I'm going to flip it up, and now I'm going to cut it, and it's going to fit in here like a button. Alright, so I braced it with some 2x6s. One's on an angle because the troll motor is going to come on an angle, and I need to be able to put bolts through here for the troll motor to fit. And this other one's straight, so the wood won't bend too much, and I'll be able to put a latch here when I'm done carpeting it and everything. How it should sit. So the important part is this has to be on the outside of the boat, like this, right? I don't want to put my troll motor on an angle where it's here in the middle. It's okay to be on the side. Gives me more space up here. What I'm gonna have to do is get some of those pieces of plywoods and support this from under. Alright, so as you can see, I made a little plate here to match the height of the Jon Boat here. So the troll motor comes and sit perfectly like this here. That's exactly how it's going to sit right here. Alright, so I matched the... That's good enough to put a mark in them. That's where my bolts are gonna go. There we go. So you see my holes are pre-made. I'm gonna go here. So these should line up. So now that's done, I gotta take that platform, bolt the troll motor on it, and slide it back on. Alright, so we got the bolts put on here. The bolts are actually pretty flush with the wood, so I'm not gonna put washer on it yet. I will have to put washer down the road. This will be tight enough. Like I said, it's not a heavy boat. Like I said, this 70-pound truss 24 volt is plenty powerful for this thin boat. And we're never gonna use the full power on it. We got this done. You know, it's solid on there, so we're gonna put this back on there. Starting to rain a bit more. I'm gonna cover this. Don't want the wood to get too wet. It's okay if it gets wet. We're gonna go get electrical wires, run the batteries. We're gonna be set to go fish. Let's go have some fun. Let's go get some supplies. We'll be right back. It's raining pretty heavy outside, so I brought the rig in the shop. So everything's installed, well, secured to the boat. I need to secure the foot pedal, which I'm probably gonna be doing right up here. I don't want the foot pedal to be dead center because I'm gonna have one foot on the left side and my right foot is what I use for the foot pedal. So I'm gonna put it a little bit on the side. It gives me plenty of space to be beside it. So I'm gonna drill it right here, secure it right there. I could also not secure the foot pedal and put it wherever I want, but I'm gonna secure it there for now. That means I can do a hole right here, the wires to come through right here. So let's do this right here. All right, I'm gonna drill a hole right here. Hole doesn't need to be too big. I can just slide those bad boys through. Done. I'm gonna secure the foot pedal here. I'm gonna use this without carpet for now. It's too wet for me to do the carpet, and with the COVID-19, there's no carpet place to be done. So my foot pedal is secured now. It's not going anywhere. Next thing is I need to run the wire from under here all the way through the side here. Yeah, I'm gonna put my batteries right here. I'm gonna run my wire on the side there. It's gonna be pretty simple. So I'm gonna take these out of here and I'm gonna connect them right away with this. Solder them and everything. Positive and negative, and then I'll show you how to run the 24 volt to your battery. I've put the section on an angle here, so I'm gonna have to have a big storage locker I'm gonna be able to use here. Alright, so I passed my wires, as you can see, all the way here. Now it's time to set up the battery system. I gotta charge my battery, so we're gonna do this tomorrow morning. And yeah, this little bad boy's almost morning, guys. Such a beautiful day. It's time to have some fun. I got my batteries in here. We're gonna set them up in 24 volt. A lot of people sometimes wonder how to set those up for 24 volt, 36 volts. Some neutral motors, doesn't matter what voltage you put on them, they'll work, like the Garmin and the Lowrance. But we're using an old Maxim 70 here. Basically, I'm gonna take you need your negative and your positive. You're gonna plug your positive into the one battery, and your negative in the negative of the second battery, and you're gonna take an extra wire here, and I'll put a diagram in the viewer. You're gonna take an extra wire that's gonna connect it from positive to negative to the other battery. I'm mixing it up, but here's the diagram. You guys can understand how it's going to be set up. We're going to show it to you guys here. I'm buying those battery terminals. Important to have good connection to the battery. Secured. Those little grommets that you usually would splice in, and not good enough for this. Alright, so I got my last of the last to crank up here. That should be good. So I have my positive here for my trolling motor, and my negative coming on the other second battery. I have a positive to a negative. This makes a battery connection called in series, makes these two batteries now 12 volt. They make them 24 volt. All right, so put this foot pedal on, and when I click the button here, it should go on, and it does. Worky. Time to load up the boat, see if it's gonna float, see if we can catch them. Hey, what's up, guys? We made it. So I guess the trailer's fine. Now we gotta see if this thing floats. The plug out, so we're gonna drain it out a little bit. I'm gonna load it up. We're gonna get fishing. First time fishing open water in 2020. Hopefully I don't catch a coronavirus. Hey guys, if you do like these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Try to do as much video as I can over this COVID BS as soon as we can. So if we're all putting effort into this, the quicker we can go back to fishing. Have a good one.